It's not that hard, people. People who complain about that, I'm like, really? You're too lazy to just wipe it off? Okay. Hey y'all, welcome to another video. So today I just needed to get ready. So I thought I would bring you guys along with me. We could get ready together maybe, do some stuff. I just need to put some makeup on to film a video. So I thought, let's just get ready together. And that's all there is to say about that. So I already have my brows on. I already have primer on. It's time for foundation. Let's just jump into it. I'm gonna hush. Today I'm gonna use the Beauty Blender Bounce Foundation. How cool is this packaging? So it has this little lock right here so you can unlock it and then you can, let me show you, pump your foundation out onto it, grab your Beauty Blender, and apply. How cool is that? So mine is in the shade 3.55N/0 or O/O. I don't know. It's a little tan, but that's okay. I tried this one other time because I was impatient. I couldn't wait for you guys. I was really impatient. So I did try it once. And whenever I did that one time, I was very impressed. It looks really natural, really beautiful with a beauty blender, obviously, because it's, I guess, kind of made for that. And it's kind of cool because like if it's just laying here, you can just kind of like tap into it and like keep going. Pretty cool. Very inventive and different packaging. I'm really digging it so far. So I can see how people would be like, it's messy, which I'm kind of like that. I keep my makeup like immaculate because I'm a weirdo like that. But I just take out like a wipe and wipe this off. I mean, it's not that hard, people. People who complain about that, I'm like, really? You're too lazy to just wipe it off? Okay, all right, cool. Yeah, same. Not very OCD about my makeup and other things. I just like things neat and tidy, that's all. I mean, come on. You can't blame me for that. All clean. I just took a wipe, wiped it off, ready to go. Who would have thought? Okay, so next I'm gonna use concealer. I got this Urban Decay All Nighter Concealer in the shade Light Warm. Also was too impatient to wait for this. I did try it one time, but I thought I would give it another shot. You know, sometimes with certain things, you try it a couple of times before you really know. The first time I did wear this, it was very full coverage, long wearing, seemed nice. Would you guys like a video on how I highlight and contour? Would that be something that's interesting, or is that like stupid, like yeah duh, we all know that, or no? Or no, we don't all know that and we need to know. Which one? What do you guys think? Let me know down below. I think I picked a perfect shade in this concealer and this foundation somehow. I don't know how I did it, but I did. I noticed this stuff does kind of dry a little quickly, so you could possibly do one side at a time, and then I put more on one side than the other side. Awesome. I'm gonna be blending for a minute. I'm gonna take a quick minute to... I got this little holiday set, let me show you, of the Morphe prep and set, you know, or if I call it that again, the Morphe Continuous Setting Mist. I got this little holiday collection, but let me tell you, I just used it for the first time. It does not smell like the OG. The OG smells way better. This smells too much like flowers, and I don't like it. So not a fan of that. Why couldn't they do a holiday collection and just leave it the same? You don't mess with perfection. Like, it was perfect the way it was. Okay, so that all-nighter is no joke. Definitely stays tacky, definitely needs to be set down, but I want to do a little bit more creams. I'm just going to do a little bit of this e.l.f. and I'm just going to keep using my sponge, dip it in that top color there, and just kind of bronze a little. That shade might be a little too cool for your girl over here, but I'll just do a little. Because usually I kind of mix it with this bottom shade here, but I was just doing this one. You can see how much cooler tone that is, but I guess that's good for contour. It's good to have the options all in one palette. That's why I do love that palette very much. All right, now we need to set the skin, so I'm going to use this Wet n Wild translucent setting powder. You get a ton of product. I'm just going to pick it up on the same sponge, and I'm going to kind of look at this the primer that I used. Look at that. I used a glowy primer today. Oh my god. It's the L'Oreal Magic LemMe primer. I haven't used this in a long time, and I was like, I'm gonna try that. So I did today. But look at it. Wow, right? Anyways, so I'm gonna pick a little bit of it up on my sponge. I'm gonna tap off the excess and just, I don't wanna do like a a hard bake today, I don't think. I'm just gonna work that in just to set that concealer down. And this one really is translucent, but it's a really good setting powder, and it's cheap and you get a lot of it. So it's good for if you want to bake, you know, because sometimes it's kind of heartbreaking to take Laura Mercier and bake with it, okay? I know how much that cost to use that excessive of amount. Sometimes it's like, can I use something a little cheaper where I don't care as much, you know? Get the same kind of result, not waste as much product. You know, I do love a good bake, but I haven't used this in a minute. Are we doing like a Shop My Stash? Like, how many videos in one are we doing today? Okay, so for bronzer, I'm gonna use this Wet n Wild bronzer, and mine is in the shade Sunset Striptease. It's really beautiful, really great bronzer from Wet n Wild, so it's super affordable. I'm just using it with this like little angled fluffy brush. I remember when these first came out, everyone was freaking out about these bronzers because they're really good for the price. You know, Wet n Wild has come a really long way. Kind of like e.l.f., you know? It's very buildable. It's not too pigmented, like right off the bat where it's like, oh, that's scary. It's not like that. It's very buildable. You can do a light wash. You can really build it up. It's beautiful. It looks really flawless on the skin. And they do have other colors, obviously, than just this one, but I like the Sunset Striptease. It's nice. It's not too warm. It's just like a perfect bronzy color for my skin. I'm gonna take a little bit of a more precise brush and this Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer. It's just like a pinch more neutral. And I'm gonna use that just to hit right at the lowest little part right there. Just to kind of snatch it just a little bit more. This is also amazing and literally smells like a tropical dream. They used to not have like as many other shades. They did come out with more shades now, so it matches a more plethora of skin tones. Also comes with this little brush that I never used. Oh no, that's not, oh no. No, they did not. I thought this was like a brush, like Hoola bronzer. Physicians Formula, what is this? It's like a sponge. What are you gonna put bronzer on with a flippin' sponge? Okay, I'm gonna act like you don't exist because that's dumb. Hoola bronzer gives you a little brush, right? But it's a brush. That's so stupid, I'm allergic to it. Come on, Physicians Formula, take notes. I've never even looked at that, and I've had that bronzer for a while. I've always loved that bronzer. I've never even paid attention to that little, I thought was a brush, but it's a stupid sponge. I wanna do that, that's so basic. Oh, it's like a nice coral color. Okay, I guess I'll use this. This is a Phase Zero makeup blush I got in my Ipsy Glam bag. It's just a nice coral color. Ooh, and then a lot comes off, so I might have done too much. There's a little glow, I can tell. It's okay, I guess, yeah. Yeah, it's nice. I don't know. Maybe I'm just indecisive today or something, but I guess that'll do. That'll do. That's good. Okay, so before I do highlight, I'm gonna do another little... You brat. Did they change the mister too, or is mine just messed up? I don't know. I just wanted another spritz before highlight. God, is that too much to ask? And yes, I got a fan. Okay, well, here's another Phase Zero makeup product. This is in Banana Beige. Actually, it says suppressed eyeshadow, but I mean, it's this one right here. It looks like a good highlight. I put it in my highlight drawer because you can't tell me what to do, and I'll use it how I want. Thank you so much. So we're gonna highlight with it. Did you guys hear about Becca Cosmetics going out of business? Why? That is the saddest thing that I've ever heard. So if you guys want anything from Becca Cosmetics, you better run out and get it, because I know I'm going to, because look, my favorite highlight, Champagne Pop, it's broke. So I guess I better go stock up, and I might even get two. I need enough to last a lifetime, if that's what they're gonna do to us. If they're gonna go out of business, I need enough to last a lifetime. I better jump on that. Don't forget. Okay, after much indecisiveness, I decided to use this BH Cosmetics palette. It's a 42 color eyeshadow palette, all mattes. So, do I want to do like a beige Betty look today or not? Let's just see where we go. Let's just play and see where we go. Undecisive today. You know, when you have 42, it's like, where do you start? What kind of color scheme do you want? I don't know. I'm gonna start with this shade here just because it's nice and neutral. We'll see how we feel after that. I wish this had a gigantic mirror. That would be bomb. Because not like, where do I put you? You're huge. Where do I put you? I don't have room for you. Hold, please. We make room for Megalodon here to sit somewhere. So that's basically just like a nice warm bronzer color. And I like to start there if I don't know what to do. Okay, I got a spinny chair. Actually, I'm just borrowing it from my daughter, but it's too fun and now I have to get myself one. So that is a beautiful color. It blends flawlessly. It's like a perfect bronzer shade. Oh, I love this shade. I love this shade in the palette. That's great. And that was this one right here. Just a nice neutral tan bronze. Love it. So then I'll take this one. I think I'm gonna do some like oranges or something. Haven't done that in a while. So I'll take this one first on a little bit of a smaller brush. These pick up a good amount of pigment, as you can see. Taking that same shade back on that first longer brush that we used and just helping to blend out those edges. It's like a creamsicle, those orange like creamsicle things that you used to eat in elementary school. Ew, like the orange push pop. Do you guys remember those? Ew, I probably liked it as a kid, but now thinking about that makes me want to puke. Sounds disgusting. I hate anything that's like orange. Gross. Okay, should we go a pinch darker? Because we have, so we did this one, and we have this one that's a pinch darker, and then this one that's even darker. So I think that's what I'm gonna do. I think I'm gonna do a pinch of this one, and we'll move on to this dark rusty orange color for the outer corner. All right, so we're going with the pinch darker shade, keeping that a little lower, like that, just focusing it on the outer corner. Right up to the crease. And as you can see right here, sometimes this is useful to kind of roll. See how in my hand, I'm kind of rolling the brush because it is a little bit flat. So whenever you stick it in there, if you kind of roll it like this, it's kind of nice to help you. If you want to do a rounded look, it's kind of nice to help you kind of round out those edges. So where you hold your brush is important. If you're holding it way down here, it's not going to be as easy to blend. You need to hold it down here where it's nice and like loose, the end of the brush, and just simple things like that I've noticed really help achieve what you might be going for. Because I don't want to do a winged out shadow today. I want to keep it kind of round. All right, and then always go back with that first longer brush and blend over the edges. Because look, if I want to switch from side to side, I can just do this now. Then I'm gonna take an even smaller brush. So these are the 3 brushes that I've been using so far. Let me like line them up for you so you can see. These are the 3 brushes I've been using so far. So you can see this first one's pretty long, kind of goes into a point. This one's a little shorter, denser, a little bit on the flat side if you can see right there. And then this one's even smaller of a blending brush, just a little teeny tiny fluffy brush. I'm gonna go in with the darkest shade with the smallest brush. And I will go into this like really nice rust color. I think this is what made me want to do orange. This like deep dark rust shade right here. A little bit of that on the tip of the brush. Tap off the excess because I don't really want fallout. I really don't. And I'm not getting any, which is wild. It a little bit kicks up in the pan, but not a lot. I'm not sure that's going to be dark enough. Okay, then I think I'll pick up a little bit of this yellow shade right here and just kind of run it over the top right there to help blend back with the first brush. And I'm going to take a short little smudgy brush like this and I'm trying to find, I think I might go in with this one. And we're going to smudge that right on the lowest part of the eyelid right there. Kind of a reddish orangey rusty shade. I'm just keeping that in this outer V right here. Okay, so then I'm gonna use this white shade right here. It's kind of hard to tell, like this is like a vanilla shade, like a skin tone vanilla, and this is like a white. So I'm gonna use this white one right here on this super flat brush. Has a little bit of fluff to it, but it's mostly flat. We're gonna see how pigmented BH white eyeshadows are. And the answer is not really, but I think I can make it work. Some of these shades in this palette are really pigmented. Like this vibrant purple one right here is very, very pigmented. I did a video with that shade, a one eyeshadow makeup look. I will link it for you. I think it's on this side. Yeah, I will link it for you right here if you want to check that out. It's very pigmented, but the white in this one, not so much, but that's okay. Might even hit a little bit of that white up by my brow. And also, if you ever bring your eyeshadow up too high, this can help to kind of clean it up right there. So I did a little wing liner. I put on some like half lashes to accent the wing. And then I got a little carried away and I added a little bit of this eyeshadow right on the inner corner. This is the Makeup Revolution. It's in the shade Rebound. And it comes with a little mixing medium. We put like a drop in there, mix it on your brush and just swipe it on and it goes on like beauty. So I got carried away and I added a little bit of this, so I'm sorry about that. Anyways, let's finish up our lower lashes. So I'm gonna go back to my palette and I think I'll start with this shade that we used first. I did use this little brush for dark eyeshadow, so I'm just gonna get that pigment off of there and just run a little bit of this under here. Okay, then I'm gonna go back to this little short smudger brush and pick up some of this shade right here. And you know what? We might as well just mix it with this one right here. So these two right here mixed together on this short, dense brush. And we're just gonna pack that under there. Really close to the lashes. Just kind of wiggle that all the way across. Then I'll take this stiff definer brush like this and I'll go into this like rust shade that we used on the outer corner and we'll put a little of that down there too. I'll probably just keep this one right on this outer corner right here. I think that's it. I think we're done and we can put some mascara on and move on to lips. I think I'll take a little bit of this Maybelline Superstay Matte Ink in the shade 55 and do a little dot of this. Oh, that's nude. Oh dear. All right, and then I think the look is complete. So what do you guys think about this look? I don't know, we were just playing, we had fun, and I think I like how it turned out. So let me know what you guys think down below. Let me know what you want to see from me next. I hope that you enjoyed hanging out with me. I will see you guys next Tuesday in another video. Bye y'all. Gotta stop spinning. I just have to stop that. It's a bad habit.